Okay, everybody, this is Steve Pena, and I will be showing you what it takes to convert year-to-date, prior periods GBP, or in other words, revaluing prior periods by the current foreign exchange rate. So I've made a quick couple of slides, the steps we're going to take, which are exporting year-to-date GBP results, converting that by the current foreign exchange, loading to the reporting cube to check for accuracy, and then once validated, we will be loading to the planning cube. So a couple things you'll need: a cup of coffee. You'll need to log into PBCS Workspace, the simplified interface. You will need the 2019 results by month Excel file. And within that file, you'll need to log into the reporting cube. And then you will also need the 2019 updated year-to-date foreign exchange rates Excel file. So I'm going to go ahead and open all of those up. I already have my cup of coffee. So here we go. I'm going to drag this over here. PBCS, login. And we're going to go to simplified interface. All right. From here, we're just going to start right there real quick. So here are the steps. Oh wait, so let's open up the rest of these. So the 2019 results by month Excel file. So I'm gonna drag over here. As you can see, share, financial reporting, monthly reporting, 2019. These folders I've added every month that I've done this. So in the August folder, I've already saved a file, 2019 results by month, exec P&L, July. This is the date of close. So I'm going to open this up and drag this over and show you. Okay, so this is, I've already prepped it. I've updated this file to include a column for year-to-date results, the July, also July for UK, July for US, and then this is tied into the US ERP, the UK ERP, and then a couple of other sheets that I'd use to validate. So we're also going to need the updated year-to-date results or year-to-date foreign exchange file. So similar, we're going to go into monthly reporting, 2019. You see foreign exchange and the rates. Open that up. This is the current, well, someone added some projections to that, but if we were to remove that, that is the monthly, the average through July that we are going to load January through June results. And then in another separate step, we will be, in a future video, I'm sure, we will be loading the July results in GBP and USD as well. So I'm going to go over to PBCS, going to export, and we're following the steps here. So we're going to export in GBP. So I'm going to create and export it into local. I'm going to select the rows, which are account. Under account, I'm going to select level 0 descendants. This is the base account hierarchy. So we want everything at the bottom level. Column, we're going to select periods. And we are going to select January, February, March, April, May, June. And we want 2019. We want actual results. We want the final version. We want the all teams. For this, we could choose SEMA if we wanted to, because we only load SEMA GBP data, but we're going to just go ahead and choose all descendants from the company, all products, all projects, currency, GBP, all value chain, and all territory. And click OK. Make sure everything is correct. Export. So it's going to have this dialog box. We're going to wait for it to export, and then it's going to give us like a zip file or a zip folder, and then we're going to open it up. All right, so it took 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. I paused and then came back. This is what you'll see after it's done. You'll also, if you're set up to get notifications, you'll get an email to say that this job has been completed. So then you go open, and this is the exported data. So this is what it looks like. For those of you who have not seen what it looks like, this is the flat file data export. So what we did is all accounts January through June in 2019, actual final results in GBP across all value chain, all companies, all teams, all products, all projects, all territories. So what we're going to do now is we're going to convert all of this, which is in GBP at the moment. We're going to convert it by this 1.2871716. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to paste it over here on the side. Now, there's probably several different ways that you can do this, but what I typically do, copy, and then all the way to the bottom, paste special. I'm going to multiply the values. So I'm going to multiply that value across all of this, and I'm going to click OK. All right, so we can do that again. See that? And then copy, paste special. For those who want keyboard shortcuts, it's Control-Alt-V, values, multiply, OK. All right. So just to make sure that everything is right, One, 2, 5, 4, 4, 7, 3. That was 1, 2, 5, 4, 4, 7, 3. Okay. All right. So we are good. Next step is we want to make sure to save this. So we're going to save as. Go back into this folder. I set up a monthly folder for PBCS. We're going to create a July actuals load. But this, I guess, won't. We can put it in there. In a prior month, what I've done is CSV. Yeah, so I loaded it in June and put it in this folder. So what we're going to do is, for consistency purposes, we're going to go here. How about we name it the same way? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to GBP year-to-date revalue July. So today is 8. 6. And I'm going to save. Okay. Make sure it's saved as a CSV file because we are going to load this back in. It's going to give you this warning. It's okay. I'm going to delete that because we've already converted. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace a few things here. So we are going to go into replace. And we don't want GBP. We want this to be USD. GBP. We want to replace with USD. Replace all. Okay, so you'll see that's been replaced. Close. Okay, so this is ready to go. So we will then, this is ready to be loaded into the planning cube. So I'm going to save this here. But what we're going to do, and if you remember, going back to the steps, we're going to load into the reporting cube first because we want to check to make sure it was right. So right now it's ready for the planning cube. This is what this says. Data load cube name is plan 1. That's planning cube. But what we want to do is we want to save another file. And we're going to load it to reporting. And the way we do that, we have to change a couple of things here. So we highlight this again, place, and we're going to, I'll show you what this does in a second, but we're going to change, and we need to add the time series, which for those of you that know about PBCS, the month to date is the time series dimension, and it's only present in the reporting cube. And so if we're going to load into reporting cube, we need to make sure that we have that there. So, and that is going to go in between project, PJ, and territory. So we're going to replace comma TR with comma MTD, comma TR. So you can see it right there, okay? And then what we're going to do next is we're going to make sure that this knows that we want it to go into the reporting cube. So from plan 1 to the reporting cube name is AICPA. So then we're going to replace. We're going to close. And we're going to make sure that this is, yes, the reporting file. Click save. So now what we've done so far is we've exported year-to-date. We've converted the year-to-date GBP by the current foreign exchange. We are going to now, we've prepared the text file to load it, or the CSV file to load it into the reporting cube. So now that's what we're going to do. So we have it ready to go. And we're going to go into PBCS, close this, close this. We're going to go in the overview part of PBCS. We're going to go into actions. We're going to import data, create. Okay, so we're going to do a local file in the planning source type. We've created a CSV file, so it's comma delimited. We're going to browse. We're going to go into monthly reporting. We're going to find the file, PCS, July actuals, load. This is the one that we are going to load first to make sure it's loaded correctly. So select it. It is loaded. We do not want to include the metadata in this import, and we're going to import. All right. So it will email me when it's completed the import, but if you wanted to know the status, you can go to jobs. It's already completed. You can see there. And I'll get an email in a second with a notification. But what we're going to do next is validate it. So there it is. See, it says completed. We're going to go into the 2019 results by month file. We're going to go to UK. And this grid has a pound sterling and a USD. So the pound sterling is not going to change. We just exported that result. this is going to change, and this foreign exchange check is going to change. So we're going to go back to the rates and copy this, and we're going to check that this matches that. So we got to log into PBCS here. So I have a private connection set up for the planning cube. I'm going to connect to the reporting cube. All right, and we are going to refresh. So let's just check if it worked. And there you go. Across the whole P&L, everything is tied off. So we haven't loaded July yet, but we have reloaded the USD converted GBP result, or sorry, the GBP result converted in USD. And of course, we only load into SEMA companies, so that's validated. So we're good to go. So we can go back into actions, and we know that we've done it correctly. So we're going to import the planning cube one that we already created. So that one. And we are not going to import metadata, and we are going to import. Typically, when you load into the planning cube, it takes a little longer. Yeah, so you'll see it's processing. But eventually when it's done, and we've already loaded in the reporting cube, so there's really nothing left to do. So we've, and let's go back to our steps here. So we've exported, converted, loaded a reporting, checked for accuracy, and then loaded to the planning cube. So that's it. I hope this has been informative, and I guess until the next video.